And definitely. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to session number 4 of our 6 weeks of family fitness. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And as I mentioned on Tuesday, we normally do a functional fitness, which is a powerful program. We're going to continue doing functional fitness, but just not tonight. So we're going to do something a little different that George is going to bring to us. And so, George, just take it away. You got it. Explain what you're doing, and let's get busy.
All right. So today we're going to do what's known as a vinyasa flow. So we're going to be linking movements from one movement to the next movement, focusing on our breathing throughout the duration of the practice. Most important, try to listen to where I'm going to be directing your body to go. Not forcing anything. We're going to allow our bodies to move wherever it takes us. If you need to stop, take a look at the screen to see what's going on. I'll be trying to explain to the best of my ability, so that way you don't actually have to look up at the screen and you can just focus and stay aware in the moment. And we'll be playing some music. If it's too loud or anything, just let us know. And let's have a good practice.
Excellent.
How we doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to find ourselves at the top of our mats. We're going to do 5 rounds of what's known as Sun Salutation A and 5 rounds of Sun Salutation B to get warmed up, and then we're going to continue to flow. So standing at the top of your mat, we're going to focus on our breathing. Throughout the practice, I want you to try to maintain breathing through your nose. So you're going to be inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling deeply through the nose. So we're inhaling and exhaling, allowing that breath just to leave. We don't want to force it out. Breathing in deeply, using our diaphragm to push our abdomen out in the first phase of our breath, followed by the upper part of our abdomen expanding, followed by our chest expanding. That's 3 phases for 1 full breath. And then we exhale. Getting our feet grounded, connecting our feet to the mat. Standing up straight, you're going to spin your palms forward, drawing your fingertips down towards the ground. Continue breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Allow your shoulders to drop back. Chest is lifted. On your next inhale, let's bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Bringing the palms towards each other. Gazing up at your thumbs. Just hold here for a few breaths. As you inhale, you want to extend the fingertips away from the body, pulling the shoulders down, and looking to make our bodies as long as possible. Big deep breath in, and exhale. While you're moving your fingertips away from your body, you're using the bottom of your feet to push down in the ground, as if you're pushing the ground away from you. Big deep breath in, just lean up and back slightly. And let's exhale. We're going to fold forward, bringing our hands down to the mat. Going to bring your chest to the knees. While you're in this position, you're still maintaining that force from the bottom of the foot, pushing the ground away from you. I want you to pull your kneecaps up towards your hips. As we fold deeper into this position, you're going to feel a slight sensation in the back of the leg, the hamstring area.
Breathing in deeply. Exhale, fall a little bit deeper. Next inhale, placing our hands right below our knees, extending the arms in the back, shoulders away from the chest. Chin is moving towards the top of the mat. We're holding here and moving our hips in the opposite direction of our chin. So we're moving the hips towards the back of the mat, the chin towards the front of the mat. Shoulders are moving down towards the back of the mat as well. Next exhale, place our hands down. Step the right leg back. Left leg back, we're in the plank. Elbows are close to the body. We're pulling our chest towards the floor. If you need to, you can bring your knees down towards the mat. And once down. Tops of the feet onto the mat. Extending the arms straight, pulling the chest forward. Bringing the chin up to the ceiling. Using the tops of the feet and the bottom of your hands to push the mat away as you bring the shoulders towards the back of the mat. Looking up. Take a big deep breath in. Then exhale. The hips up to the ceiling, flipping the toes. Bringing our gaze towards our belly button. We're gonna hold here for 5 breaths. Inhaling deeply. Continue to move the hips to the ceiling. Make sure you bring your knees, the back of your knees away from your body. So you're moving them towards that wall. You're gonna feel your quadriceps in the front of your leg, contracting, protecting the hamstrings as you go deeper into this position. Fingertips should be spread evenly. Take 2 more breaths here. Next exhale. We're gonna walk ourselves towards the top of the mat. And bend your knees if you need to. Moving right into that half lifted position. Hands below the knees, extending the back and the arms. And let's exhale. Coming down. Take a big deep breath in, unraveling the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Extending up. Bring the palms back together, looking up at the thumbs. And exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Shake it out, take a big deep breath in. We got 4 more rounds. Deep breath in. The arms come up. We're gonna exhale. Bring the hands down towards the mat. Chest to the knees. Looking at your toes. Big deep breath in. Extending the heart halfway up. Back is straight, the arms are straight. Moving the chin towards the top of the mat. And exhale. Placing the hands down on the ground. Stepping your right foot back. The left foot comes back. Elbows are in tight. Pulling the chest towards the mat. Moving the top of the feet onto the mat. Bending the arms straight, pulling the chest forward. And exhale, tucking your toes. Bringing your heels down towards the ground and the hips up to the ceiling. If you have your knees bent, that's fine. You still want to maintain your energy from your heels moving down towards the mat. Holding it for 5 breaths. Try to focus on each breath we're taking. Get 2 more breaths here. Breath in, belly button is being pulled away from the legs. Next exhale. Walking ourselves back up to the top of the mat. Moving directly into a half lifted position. The back and arms extended. Chin moving towards the top of the mat. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the ground.
Chest to the knees, top of the head towards the ground. Inhale, bring it up. But we're going to do 3 more rounds here. Palms together. Bring the hands down. What I want you to try to do is we're going to link your breathing with your movement. So for instance, as we inhale, we're going to bring our arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in, placing the hands up, extending up halfway. And exhale, planting the hands, stepping back and lowering down, elbows close to the body as we still exhaling out. Inhale, tops of the feet, chest forward. Exhale, tucking your toes, pulling your hips up to the ceiling. Holding for 5 breaths. Using the bottom of your hands, the bottom of your feet to push the mat through the ground. More stable you are with the body parts touching the ground, the more extension you'll be able to get as you continue to lift the hips up to the ceiling. 3 more breaths. Belly button is moving away from the legs. The heels continue to move towards the ground. On your next exhale, walking our feet towards our hands. Moving directly to that half of the position. And exhale, folding forward. Next inhale, we rise all the way up. And exhale, 2 more. Deep breath in. Bring the arms, palms together. Arms are up. And exhale, fold forward. Next inhale, placing the hands just below the knees, extending the arms in the back up halfway. And exhale, planting the hands down by the feet, stepping the right leg back, left leg back. Elbows come close to the body. You're pulling yourself down in this position. We're not just falling down. Tops of the feet make contact with the ground. As you inhale, extending the arms, pulling the chest forward. Exhale, tucking the toes, heels to the ground, holding for 5 breaths. Continue to move the energy of your hips up to the ceiling. Pulling the back of your knees towards the wall behind you. Most importantly, breathing in deeply. Get 2 more breaths here. We've got 1 more round. We'll switch it up a little bit. Next exhale, walking our way towards the top of the mat. Moving directly to the half lifted position. Hands just below the knee, extending the back in the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in, we're extending all the way up, bringing the arms up above our head, palms together, gazing at our thumbs. And exhale, hands down. Last round of part 1. Deep breath in. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway, extending the back, the chin towards the front of the mat. And exhale, place the hands down. Step both legs back. We're pulling ourselves down from a plank to the lower part of our push-up. Tops of the feet make contact with the ground. We're extending as we inhale, pulling the chest forward. And exhale. Hips to the ceiling, heels to the ground, holding for 5. Use this as a time to reset, recenter yourself. Most importantly, wherever you are right now, we're focusing on taking big, deep breaths. More breaths here. On your next exhale, walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Move directly into the half lifted position. Hands just below the knee, extending the arms in the back. And exhale. Roll forward, bring the chest to the knees. Gaze towards your toes. And inhale, extending up, bringing the arms up above head, palms together. And exhale, hands down, heart center, relax, shake it out. All right, we're gonna move into the next phase. So what I want you to do is still at the top of your mat, you're gonna bring your feet together, your toes together rather, heels are slightly apart. Taking a big deep breath in. Pulling the hips down towards the ground. Extending the arms up. Fingertips moving away from the body. Pull yourself down into the chair. And then from here, we're gonna exhale, full forward over straightened legs. And bend them slightly if needed. Take a big deep breath in. Hands just below the knee, extending the arms in the back. And exhale. Placing the hands down, stepping the right leg back, the left leg comes back, you're in a plank. Pulling ourselves down. Lowest part of our push-up. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale. Drawing the heart forward. And exhale. Tucking your toes, hips to the ceiling, heels to the ground. Take a big deep breath in. Step your right foot forward. Bring your left heel down. We're bringing both arms up above the head. Bringing the arms up. And exhale, bring the right foot. Step the right leg back. We're planking, we're pulling ourselves back down to the lowest part of our push-up. Inhale, extend the arms. Pull the chest forward. Exhale, tuck your toes. Hips to the ceiling. Deep breath in, steps the left foot forward. Parallel the right hand, the right heel spins down. Bringing the arms up above head. Using that outer edge of that right foot to push yourself forward. Exhale. Bring the left foot, step back into plank. Pull ourselves down. Inhale. Goes the heart forward, the arms are extended, moving the chin up to the ceiling. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Hips to the ceiling, holding it for 5 breaths. Remembering to use our full respiratory system. Not sucking the stomach in. Full use. Take 3 more breaths here. Two more. On the next exhale, walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Right into that half folded position. Extending the arms in the back. And exhale, folding all the way forward. Our toes should be together, heels slightly apart. Take a big deep breath in, pulling the hips down. Arms moving away from the head. Arms moving away from the body. Extending, lifting the chest. Pulling the hips down. And exhale to stand. We're going to do that 4 times more. Deep breath in. Pulls the hips down. Arms extended up. The heels are down. Belly button is moving away from the legs. And exhale, fold forward over straightened legs. Take a big deep breath in. Hands just below the knee, extending the arms, lifting the chest up halfway. And exhale. Step the feet back into a plank position. And exhale. Elbows close to the body as you pull yourself towards the ground. Lower.
Inhale, tops of the feet on the mat, extending the arms, pulling the chest forward, moving the chin up to the ceiling. Exhale, tucking your toes, pushing the hips up to the ceiling, heels to the ground. On a deep breath in, step the right foot parallel to the left hand, spin the left heel down. Bringing your arms up above head, gazing at our thumbs. Exhale, frame that right foot, step the right leg back, pull yourself down. Lowest part of your push-up here, elbows are nice and tight.
Okay, you know what? Neither can I. I figured let me just give you a quick buzz. I'm on Zoom. But I'll catch up with you later.
Deep breath in.
No, I'm on Zoom. Zoom.
And when exhale,
I'll give you a call
tuck
back.
the toes, bring the hips back up again. Next inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel spins down. Moving both arms up. Palms close together, gazing at your thumbs. Exhale. Frame the left foot, step the left leg back. Moving back down to the lowest part of our push-up here. Inhale, top of the feet onto the mat, arms extended, pulling the chest forward. And exhale, tucking the toes, hips to the ceiling, heels to the ground. Pulling the belly button off and away from the legs, letting the head relax. Gaze on our belly button. About 3 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Your next exhale, let's take our feet, walk them towards the top of the mat. Move directly into that half lifted position. Hands just below the knees. Extending the arms in the back. Moving the chin towards the top of the mat, the hips towards the back of the mat. Keeping that length, we're going to exhale. Fold forward all the way. Toes are together, heels slightly apart. Knees towards chest. Inhale. Bring the hips down. Lifting the chest up. Arms moving up towards the ceiling. And exhale to stand. Okay, we got that 3 more times. A big deep breath in. Lower the hips down, extending the arms up, keeping the chest lifted. Exhale. Fold forward over straight legs. Deep breath in, push the hands just below the legs. Extending the arms up. Shoulders towards the back of the mat. Exhale. Plant the hands, step the feet back, we're in a plank. On the plank, keep your elbows close to your body, pulling the chest towards the mat. Top of the feet onto the mat, we inhale. Pull the chest forward. And exhale. Tucking the toes, hips to the ceiling, heels to the ground. Take a big deep breath in. Bring the right foot parallel to the left hand, spin the left heel down. Lifting both arms up. Bring the palms together. Gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale. Plant the hands. Bringing the right foot, step the right leg back. In plank, and we pull ourselves back down. Lowest part of your push-up. Tops of the feet onto the mat. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Hips to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Steps the right foot forward, left foot forward. Right heel spins down behind. Both arms come up. Fingertips lifting up to the ceiling. Exhale. Frame the left foot. Step the left leg back. Exhale. Pull yourselves back to the lowest part of your push-up with your elbows close to the body. Deep breath in. Bring the chest forward. Chin towards the ceiling. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Heels to the ceiling, heels to the ground. Hips to the ceiling.
Holding for 5 breaths. Use this time to recapture your breathing if need be. Still trying to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And 2 more. Next exhale, moving our way towards the top of the mat. Hands just below the knees, extending the arms straight. Chest is half lifted. Toes together, heels slightly apart, and you fold forward all the way. Deep breath in, brings hips to the ground. Lifting the chest, moving the hands away from the body towards the ceiling. And exhale, stand. Okay, 3 more. Take deep breath in. Lowering the hips, bringing the arms up. And exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Moving the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Left leg steps back, elbows are close. Pulling our chest towards the ground. Deep breath in. Moves the chest forward. Chin to the ceiling. Exhale. Tuck the toes, heels to the ground, hips to the ceiling. Take deep breath in. Steps the right foot forward. Left heel spins down. Both hands moving up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Frame your right foot. Step the right leg back. Elbows are in close. Pulling yourself down to the lowest part of your push-up. Inhaling. Tops of the feet on the mat, drawing your heart forward, moving the chin to the ceiling. Exhale. Tucking the toes, hips to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Steps the left foot forward, right heel spins down. Both arms move up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Frame the left foot, step back, and we pull ourselves back down the lowest part of our push-up. Inhale, draws the heart forward. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips to the ceiling. Holding for 5 breaths. Continuing to breathe in deeply. As you're breathing in and out your nose, you want it to sound somewhat like Darth Vader. You're constricting the muscles in the back of the throat to achieve that sound. Get 2 more breaths here. Next exhale, we're walking ourselves towards the top of the mat. Moving directly into that half-tilted position. And exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in, pulling the hips down. Chest is lifted, arms are moving up to the ceiling. Just continue to pull yourself down. Exhale to stand. Okay, we're gonna go through that one more time. Toes are together, heels slightly apart. As you pull yourself down into this position, you want to be pushing your feet with equal force against the ground. Trying to keep the chest up, the arms extended, still holding in this chair position. Next exhale, we fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, placing the hands just below the knees, extending the arms and the back straight. Exhale, stepping the feet back. We're in plank, elbows are close, pulling yourself down to the lowest part of your push-up. Big deep breath in,
Tops of the feet onto the mat as you pull your chest forward, moving the chin up to the ceiling. Exhale. Toes, lifting the hips to the ceiling. Deep breath in, steps the right foot forward. Spinning that left heel down. Moving up. Both hands. Palms facing each other. Gazing at the thumbs. Exhale. Frame your right foot, step the right leg back. Elbows in close, pulling yourself down towards the mat. Deep breath in. Chest forward and chin away from the ground up to the ceiling. Exhale. Move your toes. Pushing those hips up to the ceiling. Deep breath in, steps the left foot forward. The right heel spins down. Lifting up, body up, arms coming up. Palms facing each other. And exhale. Frame the leg. Step both legs back. Elbows are in tight. Lowering down. Inhale. Pull the heart forward. And exhale. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Holding here for 5 breaths. Deep breath in. Push down as if you're trying to push the ground away from you. Find that stability down low and the extension up top. Continuing to move the hips to the ceiling. Get 2 more breaths here. Next inhale, exhale. Next exhale, walking your feet towards the top of the mat. Placing the hands just below the knee, extending the back and the arms. And exhale, just fold forward. Big deep breath in. Inhale. Lifting up, pulling the hips to the ground. And exhale to stand. All right. So we're back at the top of the mat. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Standing up nice and tall. Moving the crown of the head towards the sky. Using the feet to push the ground away. Take a deep breath in. Arms come up. And exhale, we're going to fold forward. Next breath, we're stepping back into plank. We're going to pull ourselves down. If you need to, you can come down to your knees. Take a big deep breath in. We're going to push back up. And next exhale, back down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Deep breath in, up. Exhale down. One more, big deep breath in, extending the arms. Pushing your hips to the ceiling. Bringing the heels to the ground. Let's exhale. Step the right foot forward. I'm going to spin the left heel down. We're bringing both arms up. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. While we're holding here, you want to use the outer edge of the left foot to push yourself forward into the right knee. Your hips should be facing the top of the mat. And we're continuing to extend the arms. That left leg is straight. Continue to push. Take 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, You're gonna open your arms out to a T. So the arms are straight, chest is lifted. Continuing to use the outer edge of the left foot to push yourself into the right, into that right knee. You want to turn your hips towards the left side of your mat. Pulling that right knee towards the right side of the mat. Two more breaths here. Using the feet to push the ground away. And on your next exhale, cartwheel the hands down.
Step the right leg back. Exhaling as you pull yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, pushing yourself up. And heels to the ground, hips to the ceiling. Next inhale, stepping the right foot forward, spinning the left heel down. Bringing both arms up. The hips are being moved in the direction of the top of the mat. Outer edge of the right foot, pushing you forward to the left knee. Breathing in deeply. Bringing the left knee over towards the left side of the mat. On your next exhale, opening out the arms to a T, keeping the chest lifted. Continuing to use the outer edge of the right foot to propel us forward. And those arms extended out. And on your next exhale, let's cartwheel the hands down. Stepping the left leg back. Pulling ourselves down as we exhale. Inhale, we're coming up. And we're gonna hold for 5 breaths in the plank. That's 1. That's 2. Three. 4. And exhale. 5. Hips to the ceiling. Heels to the ground. Hold here for 5 breaths. Get 2 more. And on your next exhale, we're going to lower ourselves back down. Take a big deep breath in. Tops of your feet are on the mat. And as you inhale, we're going to move to all fours. While we're in this all four position, I want you to take your hands, your feet, and gently moving the ground away from you. So it's like you're grabbing the ground and pushing it down and away. As you're breathing, you're taking notice what it feels like to do that. And tuck your toes. So the balls of your feet on the ground. And on your next exhale, or inhale, we're going to lift the knees up 1 inch. Continuing to push the mat down and away. Breath in. Exhale. You'll be moving the back of your shoulders up to the ceiling as you push the ground away. Let's get 3 more breaths. more. Last breath. Exhale and lower. And then bring your feet together. Knees are going to come apart. And we're going to sit back onto our heels, start to cool down a bit. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhaling. And just allowing gravity to take over at this point. Breathing in as deeply as possible. Take 3 more breaths there. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And let it leave on the exhale. And come up to all fours. Nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Hips to the ceiling. Heels to the ground. Next. Inhale, bring your right foot forward. Left knee comes back down to the ground. And then from here, you're going to bring your right arm, place just on the inside of the right leg. Right hand right next to the right foot. Taking a big deep breath in. And extend, twist. Bring the left arm up to the ceiling. On the inhale, exhale, comes back down. Inhale, back up to the ceiling. And exhale. Let's get 3 more of those. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Another inhale, twisting and extending, continuing to breathe. And exhale. Deep breath in, extending that left arm up, twisting. And exhale. Go ahead and step that right leg back. Bring the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Placing the left arm, the left hand just inside of the left leg and the left foot. Inhale, twisting up. Extending the arms up and away. And exhale. Back down, using that left leg and the left hand. Left leg and left hand to stabilize your body. So gently using that hand to push the ground down and away. We find extension up with the right hand. Exhale. Let's get 3 more. Deep breath in. And exhale. 2. Inhale, extend, twisting from the belly button. Moving the arms up and away. And exhale. Take a deep breath in, last one. And exhale. Okay, we're gonna go back to the all 4 position. Toes together, feet together, knees apart. I'm sitting back, going back into child's pose. Sending the arms out as far forward as you can. Just allow your hips to gently move towards your heels. Not forcing it, allowing gravity to do what gravity does. Relaxing, still breathing deeply and fully. 3 more breaths there. And 2 more. And exhale, last breath. Come up to all fours. And make your way onto your back. Legs are extended out. Heels are together. Shoulders are tucked underneath your body. And we're just laying with our palms facing up, allowing the ground to support our total weight. Breathing deeply, exhaling. Keeping the facial muscles relaxed, eyebrows to cheeks. Deep breath in. Allow the body to come back to a calm state. Start to bring some awareness back to our body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Slowly allow yourself to come up. And come up to a seated position. And give yourselves a round of applause. I hope that you all enjoyed this and found it beneficial. Ooh, what happened there? Hello?
Yes, your video is off. You can turn off your, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
So much. Now, how did everyone like that presentation from George? Now, George, I noticed there are some similarities with the functional fitness that you're doing, and you said you incorporated some yoga moves as well, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, functional fitness is basically, functional training is basically exercises that help you do daily activities more efficiently. And one way to do that is by actually moving your body the way it was meant to be moved.
Right.
So a lot of people don't know, but sitting in a chair is an unnatural position.
What you trying to say, man?
But we, far too often throughout the day, we sit for too long.
Yes.
And the thing about that is you may not think of it as training, but you're actually training your body to become stronger in that position, which is an opposite of what the body is meant to do as far as standing upright with good posture.
Right.
So when we're able to move the body in different ways, it helps us to complete our daily activity a lot easier. And a lot of people think of yoga as just stretching, but in order to have true flexibility, you need to be strong. So some people may think they have tight hamstrings. The actual case may be that your hamstrings aren't strong enough to get the range of motion you need. And that's where the yoga comes in, because it helps to not only strengthen, but it's going to help to give you flexibility, balance, stability. So I definitely incorporate that with other functional movements to help create an effective functional training program.
Yeah, and that's why I personally find it very effective, because again, it replicates everyday movements. And a lot of times some of my past clients would say, I was just reaching for something and I pulled my, my back out. I bent over to pick something up and my lower back went out. That's because, again, they're not used to those type of movements. Your body's, it's not strong enough. You're not strengthening the proper muscles. And that's why we want total fitness here. And that's what we're talking about. Not just cardiovascular fitness, but also strength, muscle strength, flexibility. All of these things, all these different types of activities work to improve that. Because we're talking not just cardiorespiratory or strength, what about endurance? What about, again, flexibility? There's different types of fitness. We want to be totally fit. Someone who jogs a marathon may have great cardiorespiratory fitness, heart and lungs, but he may not have the strength, okay? So we want to incorporate all of that because, as we get older, a lot of people will tell you, well, I'm getting older, so I can't work out, I can't move like I used to. No, you're lazier now, or you move less.
Right.
Okay, that's why you're not as healthy and strong as you used to be. We want to put the blame on age, but I tell people, I say, look, every day you look in the mirror, that person staring back at you, that person is the reason why you're not doing what you need to do. But when you start moving your body more, and because your body was meant to move, you're going to find that you're able to build more strength again. You're able to build more cardiorespiratory endurance. There's a lot you can do. And that's what we're saying. If we can let people know what they can accomplish in 6 weeks, if you knew what you can do in 6 weeks alone, it hopefully would inspire you to want to continue doing a program for your body. Your body needs this, okay? Your body's craving to move. It's craving activity. So we want to give it activity. And all of us would like to go on vacations and enjoy ourselves, but when you're sick, you don't feel like enjoying yourself. You feel like your body's not doing what it's supposed to do. But that's because we don't give the body what it needs. And that's what we're talking about. I sent an email out today, and I mentioned in the email the benefits of walking. And I keep talking about walking because it's something that all of us can do. And I had a neighbor of mine, she saw me coming home yesterday. She couldn't wait to talk to me and to share her story, because she didn't know that she could improve her blood pressure just by walking on a regular basis. She went out and bought a dog. She got a dog. And the dog, of course, the dog has to go out. George lost the video again. The dog has to go out, so she has to walk the dog. But by her walking the dog, her blood pressure went down to like 117/80. Some really good number. And she was so impressed with that because she didn't know she had high blood pressure. And so just by walking the dog every day improved her health. And she feels so good now. So that's what it would do. So I tell people, well, you know what? Get a dog. Go walk with a dog. Something to kind of get you out the house. Or if you have young kids, take your kids for a walk, okay? Because those kids are going to run you ragged, right? Trying to chase after them, right, George?
Absolutely.
But you know what? It puts you in the best condition. And if you start eating healthy as well, in addition to moving your body, you're going to notice a big difference. All right? When we crave food, sometimes we're craving water. Sometimes our bodies are just thirsty. So try drinking water when you're thinking you're hungry all the time. And you'll be surprised that drinking water will satiate you and you're not as hungry as you thought. But move your body, eat healthy, and you can't lose, right? And I think the activities tonight are very effective because, again, we don't want to just give you cardio exercises. We're going to give you muscle strengthening exercises. Because as you build lean muscle, you actually burn calories more efficiently. And I've shown you pictures of what a pound of fat looks like compared to a pound of muscle. Muscle takes up less space. And that's why you want to build a muscular body, a strong body. And that body will last you a long time. And I know that you've heard this over and over again. But exercise is the king and nutrition is the queen. And you put them together, you have a kingdom. It's not one or the other, it's both together combined. And Jack LaLanne, he knew what he was talking about. He lived to be 96 years old. And he started juicing, vegetables and fruit, because he knew that vegetables and fruit, what do they have? They have oxygen. Oxygen is in the fruit, is in the vegetables. And we breathe oxygen. We need oxygen. Okay, that's why it's so important that we eat the right way. When you're eating a lot of meats don't have oxygen, right? Don't have those vitamins and minerals that we're getting from the fruits and vegetables. So that's why we need to eat more of what God has given us. And I call it God's candy, right? I call fruit God's candy, what God made, and less of what man made. If we eat more what God made, we're gonna be more like him, okay? Or her, however you want to put God, right? By eating more of what he made or she made for us. Because I know that when it comes to chronic disease, it don't just happen overnight. You don't just wake up, oh, I got cancer. Oh, I got heart disease. Oh, I got liver disease. No, it's years in the making. It takes a while for it to happen. So why do we let that happen? We need to start thinking about what we're eating, thinking about what we're doing to our bodies, to ourselves. Because if you love yourself, you're going to take care of yourself. There's such a thing as self-care. Self-care is taking care of yourself first. If you're in an airplane, the stewardess or the steward's going to say to you, if the plane loses cabin pressure, the first thing you do is put the oxygen mask on who? Yourself, right? Even if you have young children, put it on yourself, because you can't help anyone else if you don't take care of yourself first. So that's why self-care is extremely important. And with this 6 Weeks to Fitness program, this is what we want to practice, self-care, teaching you what it takes to build that body so that for longevity. And you know what? None of us can guarantee that you're going to live to be 100, but we can guarantee that you're going to have quality life. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a life that you have to take 15 to 20 medications like so many of us do. You don't have to live that way. You don't have to make Big Pharma richer than what they already are, right? We can take care of ourselves, because your body was meant to heal itself. Believe it or not, it was always meant to heal itself. But what happened, we don't give the body what it needs. So if it can't go and get what it needs, it's gonna break down. So what we're saying is, give your body some exercise. Now we had this is our second class this week, but my question is, what are we doing the other days of the week, right? I'm hoping that you're going to retake this class over the weekend. You're going to also retake the Zumba class that Carmen did on Tuesday. I'm going to send both classes out to you again, both recordings to you again, either tonight or tomorrow morning, so that over the weekend you'll take it. But also consider walking 30 minutes a day, at least 30 minutes. Even if you have to break it up in 15-minute intervals, walk. You're gonna burn calories, you're gonna feel better. And you know what? If you walk during the day, you're gonna get some of that vitamin D. Vitamin D boosts your immune system. When you're outside in the sun, what do you get? You get vitamin D. And we're coming into the cold and flu season now. But you know what some doctors call the cold and flu season? They call it vitamin D deficiency season. Because most people who get sick during this time of the year have low levels of vitamin D. And that you can take to the bank. And I would recommend that now that the fall and the winter months are coming, that you have your vitamin D levels checked. Just have them checked and see if you are where you're supposed to be. Because I'm telling you, as the saying goes, I bet you $1 to a donut, whatever that saying was, that chances are your vitamin D levels are low. And again, most people who get sick during this year, whether it be colds or flus, it's usually because they have low levels of vitamin D. And not everybody's going to tell you that because, sickness is a business. There's no money in people being healthy, right? The doctors aren't going to get rich if you continue eating right and exercising. But if you don't eat right and exercise, guess what? Doctor's knock on the doctor's door. Can you see me, doctor? Can you see me now? He'll be glad to see you. I remember one year I was going for a checkup a few years ago. I remember this for one of the doctors that I would see on a regular basis, every 6 months. And he said, well, Vince, it's a rough day today. I said, well, why is that, doc? He said, well, I only seen 15 patients. And I'm like, yo, I'm a trainer. If I saw 15 patients, 15 clients, I'd be rich, all right, in one day. But for the doctor, that wasn't enough. So all I'm saying is put your health in your own hands, not the doctor's. Eat right, exercise, make sure you check your vitamin D levels, that they're optimum where they're supposed to be. Because I'm gonna tell you one other thing. Most of the people who were hospitalized during the COVID pandemic had low levels of vitamin D, and that's a fact. So that's why I'm saying, and you get vitamin D from the sun, yes, but now that we have less sunlight, you're getting less vitamin D. So you can always take the D3 vitamin D supplements, that helps, all right? But try to get out there and walk and absorb that vitamin D because it's free. It's God's gift to humanity. And what God gives you, you know it's gonna be good for you, right? So that's what we wanna say. And I hate to be wordy and lengthy, but I just wanna make sure you guys know that you're in the right place by working out and exercising. It's great to see you because I know that you take your health seriously. You wouldn't be here if you didn't believe in taking your health seriously. And that's a good thing. But next Tuesday, we'll have Carmen. We'll do another cardiorespiratory activity with her. But what I want you to do is think about what you're going to be doing tomorrow for yourself, for your body. Am I going to walk? Am I going to take another one of these programs? What am I going to eat? Now, I gave you the nutrition and exercise form. Now, it's totally up to you to keep track of it. And I'm here to look it over whenever you want to send it over to me. All right. And know your goals. What are your goals? Why did you join the program? Is it to just get fit? Is it to lose 10 pounds? Whatever it is, know what it is and know your why. Know why you're doing it. Because once you know your why, once you know why you're doing the program, you can't be stopped. Is it just to be healthy? Is it to see your kids grow, your grandkids, to be there with them? Whatever it is, your health is in your hands and it's totally up to you to make it happen. But we'll be here for you and I'll be emailing you through the weekend with other tips and information, and you guys know how to reach me. But I want you to really stay focused on this journey. This is a life journey. This is not just a 6-week journey, right? This is a journey for the rest of your life. You're just using the program to kind of kickstart it and put you on the right path. But once you're on that path, you're going to be okay. And we know that. But we want to put you on that right path. And you let us do it, we're going to do it. And one more thing, there's a conference coming up on Saturday that our very own George Miku is a part of. I think you guys might have seen the email I sent out. It's called Health Wealth Revisited. And it's put on by Pastor Joy. And she's one of our members as well. And she's one of our partners. It's going to be a very exciting event on Saturday. And I sent it out via email so you can check it out. And I'll probably send it out to a few of you who are not on my regular email list. But George, what time are you on Saturday? 12:30?
12:30, yes.
Good. Yes, I'm definitely going to be on there and check it out. And you'll be doing functional fitness, all right?
Correct.
So there'll be a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be very exciting. I was a part of that for a few years now. And Pastor Joy is amazing what she puts on. It's a plant-based conference, and all you guys are invited to check it out. Okay, with that being said, do I have any questions? Kilana said we take the classes and try to do some more walking. Yes, walking won't cost you a dime. That's why I'm such an advocate of it. It don't cost you a dime. Sooner, but in the next month or two, there may be some snow on the ground. So maybe kind of hard to get out there as much as you want to. That's why I said take advantage of it now. All right?
Vince,
Yes.
okay. You asked us how was the class. I didn't have a chance to talk because I was out of breath, but I want to thank you and George. That was amazing. I suffer from back problems and back pain. Just recently, this has been happening. And that session really made a difference with the stretching. I really appreciate that. And it's true. I watched you, George, at the end and how long you were able to squat. Today at schools, I substitute sometimes, and I had to squat and put some computers away in a cart. I almost passed out because I had to squat for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Wow.
So all of this is really helping our endurance and, our well-being and feeling better. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your effort and time.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad that you're noticing the benefit of it, That's so important because again, it's functional. It's what you do every day to help you function better though. So that's why it's so important. So that's why we try to mix it up, but also we send the recording out. So you can take the class again. You don't have to just take it today, next Thursday. You can take it tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, as many times as you want, okay, to help you along this journey here. All right. And so that's why I'm so glad you guys joined us. And Kiana said, thank you, George.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. I appreciate you too, Shirley. I really do. You guys are great. I know. And the thing about it, you show up because you want it, And I also thank you for some of you guys, when you can't make it, you send me an email. I can't make it tonight. I got to do this and do that. And I appreciate that. It just shows that you are really, committed to the program, and you can't make it tonight. But the good thing is when you guys email me, you tell me you're watching the recordings. That is so cool. I'm so happy that you're still involved. You're still engaged. So when we do meet up again, like next Tuesday, we're all together. Those who can make it and those who can't, again, I send the recordings and some tips and advice via email. But I'm here for you guys. You know how to reach me via email or phone. And I just want to see you succeed. And that's why I'm spending a little more time over here. I see after 8 o'clock, right? There was a TV show where they come, there was at the Apollo. If you're not doing well, they come and yank you off the stage, right? I don't have anybody here to do that, so I continue to talk. But what I'm just trying to say is,
I can do that.
you can. Thank you, Donna. But I just want you guys to succeed. I'm very serious about it. Okay, you're investing in your health. That's the best investment you can make is in you, and that's what I want you to know. It'll last a lifetime. You take care of your body will take care of you. With that being said, I think that's about it. You guys have been wonderful, not just an audience, but you participated. And that's what we're talking about. Yes. All right. But thank you again, George. I'll see you Saturday. And I hope I see some of you other guys here on the Zoom on Saturday. But God bless. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and let's make each day count. Let's do this. Your life is in your hands.
Great job, everyone.
Bye-bye now.